Yeah, and I had no idea he was one assist away. Obviously, I just joked to him. I said, the most amazing stat of the night for you was what? He said, I don't know. I said, you had one foul. So he had one foul. We played him 38 minutes, which was great to see. And he goes out there, gets 27, 15, and 9. He's a hell of a player. And when we play through him, good things happen. So we're very happy and proud of him.
You know, you're a very defensive-minded coach, and Gary Harris kind of embodies defense and turning that into offense. How do you continue to assess his performance?
Well, he used to know 3 games back, and I don't think it's a coincidence that we've won 3 games in a row. You know, his ability to give us offense, he goes 9 of 13 from the field, 24 points, 4 assists, and he embraces the challenge of guarding bigger and stronger guys sometimes. Defense was not there most of the night, but one thing I can say is fourth quarter defense did show up. We held them to 37% in the fourth quarter and 22 points allowed. So it was nice to see it finally show up when the game was on the line, and that allowed us to pull out the win.
Finally, Coach, how do you sum up this homestand?
Oh, it was terrific. You know, anytime you can win 3 games in a row for the first time in the season, protect your home court. You know, that's what you need to do if you want to be a team that is a playoff team. And you know, we continue to play like this. You know, we feel that we can be a playoff team. We're half game out after tonight's game, but hopefully these wins and how we're playing, the ball movement is. I mean, 32 assists and only 12 turnovers. That is so much fun to watch, and hopefully our fans will start embracing us and coming out, and we can make this place a really tough place to play.
When will you know when your team has truly turned a corner and is playing basketball that you know you can rely on every single night?
Good question. Obviously, this is 3 games in a row where we've been able to offensively play really well. The defense isn't where it needs to be. It's been somewhat inconsistent and sporadic. But, you know, when you go on the road to play against a Clipper team on a back-to-back 3rd game in 4 nights, do we show up? Do we compete? Do we play? And regardless of the result, do we give ourselves a chance? But, you know, I think all good teams, all winning teams have one thing in common. They're consistent. And we showed in 3 games that we can be consistent, but that's a very small sample size, as we all know. Can we do it over an extended period of time? But, you know, right now we're going to enjoy this. You know, everybody's involved. It's really fun to play this way. We're winning. I think Emmanuel Moutier's play the last 2 games has been outstanding. Running our team, making big plays, playing with confidence. So we have a lot of depth, but I'm just so happy for our guys because they've been working hard, and they answered the call when I challenged them after that disappointing road trip.
100 points from your starters tonight. This has got to be going even better than you thought when all the changes were made.
I'm a little disappointed, actually. I thought it'd be a little bit more than that. You know, we went with the starting group first 25 games, and we weren't where we wanted to be, 9-16. 2-4 on a road trip, and we got blown out a couple of games. We make some changes to the lineup. We insert Gary Harris back from injury. So what's nice about this is maybe this is who we would have been to start the year if we were healthy. But, you know, everybody goes through it. We're playing the Clippers tomorrow night. They're without Blake Griffin. But what I like about our team is that we're coming together. We're enjoying the process, and even when we were struggling, even when we were down, we never fragmented, we never splintered. We stayed together and understood the potential that we had inside that locker room, and I think the last 3 games are a testament to that.
You talked about it a little bit Saturday night, but maybe just elaborate how much having Gary back does help Emmanuel as well in terms of being facilitated.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything, you know, there's a bond there, there's a connection there. And it's off the court and it's on the court. They feed off of each other. They look for each other. And I think Emmanuel knows on the defensive end of the floor, he's got his backcourt mate with him. He's a dog. He's going to guard the other team's best player. And on offense, I think, you know, when you put all the playmakers around and shot makers around Emmanuel, and he's got a lot more room to operate now with the lineup change, he's shown how much more effective he can be. And he looks for Gary. He looks for everybody else. I mean, 18 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. That's a hell of a stat line for Emmanuel, and I think he's capable of that every night.
When the shooting is coming in, what are you saying there? Why is it better?
I would say it's the quality of shot. You know, I've mentioned this to you guys a few times. You know, we chart paint threes, so not just overall tonight, 13-24, but are we generating the right types of threes? And we knew going in against this team last week when we played them, we did not have great awareness as to how they were guarding us, and that led to all of our turnovers. We spent a lot of time yesterday and today talking about how they guard and where the open shots are, and we picked them apart. Give them credit, they're second best in the NBA in protecting the paint, but they're last in three-point defense, and there's a reason. They pack it, and the shot's going to be open behind the plate, and we did a great job of finding that guy tonight.
The previous 2 games, you had Fareed come in as sort of your first sub and play alongside Nikola for 3 or 5 minutes. Tonight, they didn't share the court at all. What was the thinking with that? Is this more what the rotation you anticipate looking like going forward?
No, I think we have our rotation. The guys that were playing tonight, they play so much small ball, and we felt that it would be better off having Wilson play more 4, Gallo play more 4 alongside either Nikola or Kenneth. Kenneth and Nikola have been outstanding together on both ends of the floor, and the numbers back that up. Maybe not a huge sample size there, but their offensive efficiency and defensive efficiency is among the top 5 in the NBA. So we'll definitely play those guys together because they play so well together. But tonight was more of a matchup, them playing small and us giving ourselves maybe a little bit better chance to guard them.
Is that matchup the same reason Yusuf Nurkic minutes today?
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously last 2 games he's played second quarter minutes, I think maybe 7 minutes, 5 minutes. But Nikola Jokic not in foul trouble. As is evident by the stat sheet, he needs to play as much as possible. And then Ken Freed, last couple of games have been outstanding for us. His energy off the bench, getting us extra possessions and finishing. So right now we're playing a smaller group and less bigs, and that's obviously means fewer minutes for Nurkic, which is obviously tough for him right now. But obviously, hopefully he understands that we're playing well, and he's just got to stay ready.